feels like main hero, like like a main character syndrome. That's what it felt like with the music playing. Yeah. Cranky dog. Hey, can you guys hear me? Okay. Let me know. Let me know if you can hear me in chat. Okay. Hi, Carrie. How's it going? I'm just. Oh, they said no sound. Hold on. Test 1 2. Hello. Can you hear me? Oh, they said. Oh, they said it. They hear me. All right. They're good. It was Carrie. Panicking. Hey, Greek Nikos. No, so Reaper Live is every other week now. So it's every other Thursday. You had a dream about the best stream ever and it started just like this? Nice. Is the music okay? Not too loud? Is it okay? Can you guys hear me okay? Oh, we might get copyright for this one. We'll delete the VOD. We'll go back. Here we go. There we go. Just about right. Yeah, I changed the music. I think we should be good. Just about right. Yeah, we're just, in the tavern. Hold on. It's so good. Good times. You gonna go get a drink?
I am.
Yeah. Justin was taking a nap earlier. The classic lunch nap. Hey everyone, it's Friday. We got some stuff planned for today, some things to do. The new studio is being kind of moved around. We're getting some new desks and stuff made for Reaper Live and some other shows, and for the future. So we're kind of moving things around in here. So all the tables are kind of shifted around, and it'll be exciting. You'll see the new kind of set for Reaper Live and things like that. Oh, it's in a different tab. Oh, hide some logos, like maybe back here, like on the sign. On the sign would be nice. Any news about ReaperCon? I missed the last few shows. Yes, the next big thing, you guys were going to probably see last week's ReaperLand. I started showing you a preview of kind of what we expect or what it's going to kind of look like for the back end and the front end for ReaperCon. The first thing that's coming up is going to be hotels. So your hotels are going to be coming up soon. That's going to be the first thing. It should be at the end of January. I know Ron, got to wait for Ron to announce those, but I have links and stuff ready to go. We just got to tell you guys when we're going to announce it and what day they're going to go on sale. So, and I might show you a little bit of preview, like sometime in the middle of today's ReaperLand, or at the end. I'll show you kind of what I was trying to show you last week with all that. How's everybody's Friday? Hope everybody's having a good day. Today was pretty chill for me. I was in casting all morning, and then I've been started working on some Bone 6 molds. Started working on some Bone 6 Bones USA molds. So we should see the first kind of production runs of those. We might see those on Reaper Live next week. I should have the first like 6 or so that I have planned on my table. It's really hard to find where to put this microphone because of my beard. I honestly don't want it to rub up against it, but I also don't want it to be so far away to where you don't hear me. But, yeah. Thanks for the resub, Ashley. Is this the new Reaper Live set? No, this is a YouTube video. So you can see here, I'm going to break the illusion. There you go. There's a YouTube video with the music. This is the one I was using for the music. But, yeah. Oh, I got an email. Hold on, let me check it. I was just seeing if it was important. I have some cool stuff planned for ReaperLand next week. We're going to be doing, I kind of want to do a test run and a showcase of the new Mirrorscape stuff. So I have some of the new Mirrorscape stuff that's going to be, I'm going to be messing around with. So I think that's going to be kind of cool. We have the forum contest that we're going to be looking at today. The forum contest. The winners that Pochi ran. And a few other things as well. I guess the first thing that I wanted to look at was from another streamer from a game store up in, they're in the Northeast. I think they're called the Heroes Tavern or the Heroes Lounge. I think Daily, if Daily's in chat. So this was another streamer that is a game store. They're a game store, and the owner of the game store is also a streamer. And Daily, one of the people that you guys recognize in chat, every year this streamer kind of makes this kind of map where everybody kind of gets to chip in and pitch in together to kind of create memorable moments and to commemorate people throughout the year on the stream that were like a big part of the community. And Daily is one of this streamer's mods. And right here, they did a Reaper with a crying Sophie on some tombstones in remembrance of Mr. Ed Pugh, and I thought that was very nice. So I wanted to show this off. It's right here. Little crying Sophie. Yeah. So there you go. Shout out to Daily. Let me go get his name. That's not it. Right here. His name is the Hero Zone. His name is Matt from the Hero Zone. That's the name of the stream as well, the Hero Zone. So I just wanted to shout that out. But there you go. I thought that was super cute. We're gonna be showing this off on ReaperLive as well. Sorry. Got to go back to what I had. There we go. There we go. We'll talk about that later. But I thought this was really cool and interesting, especially with this, because I haven't showed Dave or Ron yet, and I want to show them off on Thursday. So, another thing is, since now that it's a lot easier to play videos on here, I wonder if this is going to loop. Probably not. I don't know if I have it set to loop. No. I guess you don't. I guess I don't have it to loop. But this was the game store this past Saturday. So there was about, 70-something people in the game store. We were all playing a tournament for Flesh and Blood. And so you can see the store was pretty packed. Right here, this little opening scene is one of the cases that's in the front of the store. But you can see, like I said, this is just kind of the open area. This was right before the tournament started. It was a big, all day long tournament. There's Bill, but I thought that was interesting, especially because it was so packed. It was so packed in there. We will likely be showing these off on Reaper Live as well next week. We saw the render. We saw the render of this one. This is the next month's promo. This is the Overladen Marina, I think. Marina the Overladen. And this is the Goblin Accountant that you guys might recognize from, I believe, ReaperCon. This is going to be one of the upcoming releases as well. But I know that it's been kind of a hot topic in the most recent update for the Kickstarter is about the 3D prints and stuff. And so these are 3D printed, just like the January promo. I'm trying to convince Ron and everybody else to make videos and talk about it. But I'm going to do it here. Kind of for a little bit, but these are just some of the examples. These are some of the prints that you'll see, and the Marina, the one right here, this one, Marina. I dropped her probably 10 times and she did not break. So I dropped it a bunch. I even tossed it up in the air. She's right here. I tossed it in the air. The spear is very flexible. It's not going to bend, and it's not. I'm pulling pretty hard. Like you can see, I have it by her base, and I'm trying to pull down and bend it, and it's not snapping. These things are rock tough. So it's going to be. These are really nice. And And obviously you guys will get to experiment with it a little bit more next month. But yeah, I believe the Goblin is coming out in, oh gosh, I don't know. It's soon. It's sometime soon. I have it written down. It's in our spreadsheet for the year. Yes, Greek, I will. That's my plan. Is I really want to do. I want to do like dropping it off of the table height, throwing it up in the air. It obviously is not going to survive running over it with a car like Bones 1 did, but I think it's a little bit sturdier than Bones USA. That's my conclusion. So I think that it's a little bit more sturdy compared to Bones USA. They're pretty close to each other. They're like on par. So we're getting announcements, lol. So I think these are really nice. The prints are going to be fantastic. I know that 3D printing has kind of like a little stigma with it, or it's still kind of what's the word? It's kind of new. People are kind of scared of the word resin still. So I understand. I completely understand. But looking at it from a production standpoint, it's really nice for like things that are kind of big and things like that. Is the Goblin tax day? He could be. He might be. Nice. Oh yeah, from the bot. Yeah, we're 10 minutes in. March 27th, that could be right. I have the spreadsheet. I just don't want to pull it up on my laptop because it might leak. It might leak some future releases and things. But yes, they're both very nice. Let's see. Oh, I had this pulled up. I don't. Nope. Sorry. We'll go back to the tavern for a second. Lifting it up. Leak, John, leak. Yes, Greek. Greek is correct. So I guess most people, when they hear 3D prints, they're used to like Etsy farms or big 3D print farms that are printing your stuff and then sending it to you and things like that. But I want to do kind of an example of what machines we have. Like we have really big industrial 3D printers, and it's not like your common, $300 to $1,000 3D printer. It's like it's an industrial kind of mass like production factory printer. It's really nice. There's a dwarf accountant and a goblin treasure carrier. Yeah, I think these are up on the website as well. Oh, I got me. Let me go to the previews section. Oh, this is new. Pegasus. Coming 410. Here he is. Goblin Henchman comes out 327. You are correct. He's right there. 327. I made the mold for this guy. This guy's new. Stub, the gnome accountant. He's going to be coming out the same day as the Goblin Henchman. I'll get those. They don't have pictures for those yet. But where was he? This guy. This guy all the way over here. That guy. He's going to be coming out at the same time as the Goblin. The ones that cost at least 60K, Greek, I don't know exactly how much they cost, to be honest with you. I just know that they're kind of much bigger printers than your average house printer. Love his little spectacles, yeah. Sculpted by Bobby J with his little booties. Nice, Rax. Is this the new time? So this is ReaperLand. ReaperLand has always started at 3 p.m. Central. ReaperLive is at 6 every other Thursday. So we didn't have a show last night, so we'll have one next week. Yes, Clavicus. Funny fact, I got a crown put in on Tuesday that was 3D printed. So some of the resins that those guys are using, that dentists are using, is pretty intense. So yeah, I got two actually. I got 2 crowns that were 3D printed on this side of my mouth. I got one on Tuesday, but one a few months ago. That is a fun fact. Yeah, it is cool. You know what is even cooler is that my dentist knows that I work at a miniature place with 3D printing and plastic production and metal production, and they let me go in the back to watch my tooth being 3D printed. So I thought that was cool. That's right. So I thought that was interesting and cool. So next week, I have a meeting set up with Mirrorscape. The Mirrorscape guys, I know we've talked about him before, but we're going to be doing some Arcana stuff next week. So my goal is to get it set up in here, so on ReaperLand we can actually like use an iPad, stream the iPad's view to you guys, and then that way I could build a dungeon right here on this table that's next to me. So that way you can look at it hands-on. I don't know if anybody has seen this yet, but let me see if there's a little video that I can play. I know that there is the teaser video. We'll play the teaser video without audio. What's up, Joe? Here we go. Oops, not that. I can't blow it up. Cringe. But it's okay. Oh, there's Justin. The wild Justin appears. Oh my gosh, he looks so much bigger than me. Like, we're standing on the same plane of existence.
Are we?
Yeah, like the same flat plane.
Oh, my mic's working now.
Yeah. It was working the whole time you were going.
Was it?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
Wasn't supposed to be unmuted, but yeah, whatever.
Let's
Monster
see.
Energy TM.
Yeah. Well, I got the...
Yeah, you got the last sugar-free one.
I did. Hey, look, there's us.
If I get diabetes, it's your fault. Where?
It's the Reaper Miniatures logo. But you can see we're going to be experimenting with this next week. I have a little demo to run with them, and they want to come out to ReaperCon, so we might see them at ReaperCon this next year as well. But as you can see, you have all the different tiles. Since they're partnered with Dwarven Forge, they have all the different tiles. You can build dungeons. And this is all using augmented reality. So you'll be able to see they're building the dungeon like in the car, and that way when they get home, they can project it onto the table like this. So it's gonna pop up on the table there. And then obviously if Justin's at his house and I'm at my house, then you can, you know, send it out to your friends. They can put it on their table. You can roll dice. You can move the minis around. So it's a fun little cool alternative to like your online buddies and things. I think it's going to be fun to mess around with. Plus they painted a lot of our minis and stuff that the STLs and stuff that we've given them. You can see you can populate it here. What I kind of want to test is I want to do some tests where I go outside and I take life-size pictures. Like an example of like how big would this owlbear be in real life, like compared to me? And I go outside and I scale it up and I make it bigger to like how big it is. Shout out to Joe.
Hey.
So.
Hey, you guys should hit him up. Tell him to come hang out with us.
Yeah, tell him to come to ReaperCon.
Yeah, ReaperCon will be fine.
Yeah, you mean Justin isn't CGI? Yeah, he's not. But yes, we'll probably be experimenting with some of that next week. Ta-da! This guy was the 3D print. Really, really nice quality print as well. If you haven't got him for your monthly promo for January, he is our first like production 3D print. And you're gonna see, you know, obviously February and March and April will likely be more 3D prints just to keep testing them. And we're kind of, you know, testing the shipping and what can be done with them and, you know, things like that and how durable they are, what people's feedback is. So far the feedback's been great from this guy. I can't wait for you guys to get Marina. Obviously, she starts in a few days. She's right here. Whoop. Marina. Let's go to Bababi. You can buy a server and build a world dungeon. Yeah, that's very true. We can turn this whole place into a dungeon. That way on the tour, everybody's walking with their iPads like this, looking around. That was just a hologram? Yeah. We got hologram technology in here. Yeah. Ta-da. Let's see what Con is doing. I wanted to test this and see what, like, pulling up other streams, like other people's streams, and see, like, what happens. So it looks like she's working on her patented cat folk. This looks like a cat folk. Maybe. Just like what, because she was one of our vendors at ReaperCon. I believe she lives down here in the DFW area. Her and her sister were hanging out at ReaperCon, so I hung out with them a lot. But I don't know if anybody at ReaperCon hung out with Kana. Yeah, most of her stuff is cat folks nowadays. But I just wanted to see what it looked like when we like check in on streamers and see what they're doing. It's still, I think it's kind of fun to comment on things and
Next is streamer audits.
Streamer audits. It's like we go check in on Epic Duck, see what he's doing. Watch we get an ad. No ad. Let's see. He's painting a Marvel Crisis Protocol and Warhammer Underworlds. It looks like they're also playing Words on stream. What is this down here? It says Mike's hobby targets. Number 1, comic cover Thanos, modifying display base. Oh, I like that he has his goals. Kind of like these are his goals for the stream or for the week or something like that. That's pretty clever. It looks like the next Words with Friends is happening in 4 minutes. Right there.
I agree. We gotta check out Amaranth next.
Wait, is she on?
All right,
Oh, she is on.
All right, well,
I mean, we can't get banned, right? I don't know if we can get banned.
No, people restream other people's content and make money on it all the time.
But let's see. Let's rate. What do we rate Mike's setup? I like his setup a lot. I like the goals, right here. I like that he's staying in frame. That's pretty nice. Wet palette always for bonus over there. Wet palette shenanigans on the right. Good camera, top right corner. You know, a lot of work here. Mr. Cousins. I don't know if he's actually teaching at ReaperCon this year. We'll find out soon, but who knows? Go ask him. But yeah, you can see his chat there too. I'm scared. I don't want to click on Amaranth. I'm not Ron.
Go ahead and click on it, because some people don't know who that is. And Ron always references her, so let's give people a reference point. I have no idea what she's doing. I like the idea of just gambling.
She's in bikinis right now.
Isn't she always in bikinis?
Kind of.
Oh, that's cool.
Let's see what Mike's doing.
Wow,
or not Mike,
really
this
cool.
is Brush for Hire, sorry.
Yeah, Brush for Hire.
Brush for Hire. Good old Brush for Hire. I like this this league that he has going. You see this?
Oh, John, maybe you care about this. I was recently informed that Quindy DOSed, I believe, the Otter channel on Twitch and got rid of them. So they're no longer streaming cute little otters and a rescue because of Quindy.
Is that for real?
That Quindy did that.
Is that real?
She told me as much in DMs.
All right, so I guess we'll give the brief history on Amaranth, I guess, for people that don't know. Amaranth, lovely businesswoman. She makes money. She makes the bag. She's one of the top streamers on Twitch. She took advantage of what they call the hot tub meta of Twitch. And, you know, obviously she makes a lot of smart business moves where she owns a bunch of 7-Elevens and she bought a bunch of businesses. But I think she's a smart lady.
She owns a bunch of 7-Elevens?
Yeah, she bought a bunch of like gas stations and stuff as like passive revenue.
Huh. I mean, you got to do that.
She's really smart with her money.
Yeah, it makes sense to do that. I didn't do anything to the otters. They sold the aquarium.
They sold it.
See, she likes to provide rational, realistic, probably even true answers, but it's almost certainly because she DOSed them. So I want to be.
Hopefully we don't get banned here. Oh, okay. She's in a towel. She's good.
Yeah, she's streaming, and we're not going to get banned for what she's streaming already.
So look at this. So they're doing the towel game. So once they get to 100 subs, every sub we count backwards.
We call this the cross section of Twitch, everybody. We're going to go to every nook and cranny, and we're going to show you. It's an expose.
Yeah, this is Amaranth.
Twitch cross section. So, this is Ron's love obsession.
Yeah, this is when you hear Ron talking about Amaranth all the time. This is her. Shout out to Amaranth, my queen. Someone said pass.
She's having a good time.
She's dancing.
Yeah. And now we have an ad.
An ad.
Yes. See, this is important to the cross section of Twitch. You get these pretty much every 30 seconds. So.
We'll see who else is Studio J7's on.
It wouldn't be Twitch without ads.
Is Trash here? Hey, BGG is streaming. Trash. Where are you never on BGG? Did I get another ad? I did.
The same ad. Even better. I wanted to see it repeat. Perfect. Okay.
Well, hold on. I want to see what this looks like. Because it's going to be us. This is our Twitch channel. So I'm curious as to what it's going to be. Ron has good taste, lol. But yeah. Well, I kind of want to see, is this going to be like one of those like Funhouse mirror things where it's kind of delayed? Or do you think it's going to be pretty accurate? There we go. So we'll go there. Hold on.
What's worse is we're playing their ad over and over again. So I feel like we should somehow get extra revenue. Right? Isn't that how that works? Hot hands. Hot hands. Hot hands. This is, wow. This is
like
what
that?
Fridays have come to, folks.
Yeah, sorry. I'm having a lot of fun. We'll see
It's fun.
We'll see what Studio J7 says.
We are the captain now.
Oh, this is aren't they in England, UK? Yeah, they're in the UK. Studio J7 looks like they're looking at some announcements for Warhammer stuff.
Oh, Kill Team. Collins and I used to play a lot of Kill Team.
Yeah,
actually.
you did.
We enjoyed it. Until we realized that a lot of stuff was subjective and we just got into arguments about it and we stopped playing. So.
But yeah.
Collins liked to find the most cheesy crap within Kill Team and play it. So.
All right. Let's see. Oh, that's what I was going to talk about. So, Pochi was running the forum contest, the 2022 forum contest, and I wanted to talk about the winners of that and all the different categories. So the judges were Derek Schubert, Ian Marcon, and Erin Corporia, as you guys know, Corporia. I don't know if she's in chat. She's normally here, but Erin, they were the judges this for us again this year. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about the winners. Let's see. It looks like this was Reaper 40 to 99 millimeters. It looks like we have first place with Pochi, the Air Elemental Scion, the purple and green. So is that this one? And then second place was Bobicus with the Air Elemental Scion blue. I'll blow these up just so we can see them. I can't blow them up on here. I have to open the original like this. There we go. So I believe this was Pochi's. This is Pochi's first place Reaper 40 to 99 millimeter. I love the jewels on the hand. Nice color scheme with the blue smoke. I kind of like how wispy and stuff it is underneath here. Like the red scales too. Kind of that scale pattern right here. But I really love when people do jewels like this with the, obviously highlighting it and giving it that kind of the glare to it. So shout out to Pochi for first place. Let's see, go back. This was second place, Bobicus, second place. Ooh, nice deep shadows. Oh, cool flask here, the purple flask. Obviously a lot of gold. I like the muted jewel, like how Pochi's was really bright blue, but this is kind of like a muted, almost kind of clear. Ooh, I like the different color cobblestones too on the bottom. Red smoke this time. Kind of a darker color. Oh, I like the weapon as well. This weapon here. It's nice. Shout out to Bobicus. And then random draw was Mini Mommy. This is the random draw from Mini Mommy. It didn't come with this base, did it? It didn't come with these crystals. I think Mini Mommy added these, I believe. Cool little lantern thing here. I wonder what he uses this lantern for. Does he like capture spirits, like souls? Cool trident with the kind of have like a slight patina to it. Nice random draw from Mini Mommy here. Purple pouch. I want to see, this would be a cool model to add something here to like his hand, like he's holding something, or she's holding something. It is holding something. That'd be cool. So that was first place, second place in the random draw. We have the next category, which is Reaper 100mm plus. We'll start with the random draw, which was Clavicus. This is the random draw for Clavicus. Whoa! I think we've seen this one before, or at least it seems familiar to me. I'm looking at the membrane of it all, like the membrane of the wing. Ooh, very bright. I wonder if that was like the light used to take the photo. It seems very hot over here, like very bright. All right here, you see how white it is? Like, nice. I love the membrane. I love the membrane, yeah. This little cool, this whole kind of like membrane effect right here is pretty sick. Like, cool. Kind of almost blood vessel-y type. Like a bruise. It looks like a bruise. That's so cool. It looks very webbish. Let's look at the base. Blexing has good composition. When this was sculpted, the composition's really nice, with the tail wrapping around and coming down on the ruins. Shout out to Clavicus for the random draw for Reaper 100mm plus. Next we have My Fuzzy Kitty with my favorite of the Bones 5 dragons. And this is kind of Bird of Paradise-like. With the kind of the rainbowy bright colors here. Kind of reminds me very Birds of Paradise. So it's like an iguana. There you go. It's like an iguana. Shout out to My Fuzzy Kitty. Look at the webbing too. I like how dark it is under here, shadow wise, compared to the brightness of everything else. Cool little, I mean, he has a lot of cool textures. Because you have all the scales like up here, you have all the scale patterns, and then down here you have this kind of bumpy texture down here, and then you have a different type of scale underneath the tail and everything this way. So, I mean, obviously up here next to the jowls as well, like his face, his jowls, kind of that bumpy texture all right there. Really fun textures from him. This was my favorite of the Bones 5 dragons. I called him like alligator dragon, or kind of a swampy boy. He's really thick. He's like a good thick dragon. So, shout out to My Fuzzy Kitty. And then we have first place, I believe, also painting Valfurix, Jedi Jared, my brother Jedi Jared. Purple membrane, kind of light dark purple membrane here. Oh, I kind of like these scratches and stuff that are in here. Kind of like that kind of rough textury patterns there. That's obviously a different angle of Valfurix compared to My Fuzzy Kitties. But oh man, I kind of like this blue metallic right here on the knee. This kind of blue metallic-y kind of shininess right here. And then obviously the pattern on the scales with the little slight scale textures in there, how they go from like light to dark in there as well. You can kind of see a little bit more down here on the tip of the tail. But do you enter things through your Discord? So this is actually the forum contest. So this is the whole year of 2022. This is the forum one. But we have submissions for the Discord as well. But that's different. The Discord one's not really a contest. It's more of like a you're competing against yourself to get things painted, to get points and stuff, and to learn new techniques and things. This is just Pochi showing me the winners. So Pochi sent me the winners. Oh, cool. So this next category is the Reaper diorama. Random draw was the Dogfather. Wait, where is it at? Oh, it's this one. The Dogfather random draw for Reaper diorama category. Majar Azanable? Majar Asianable? That's a hard name for me. But yes, this is the Dogfather with his Dusk Warden. This is kind of like the bigger of the mouselings. The bigger of the mouselings. Ooh. Kind of like this kind of slight blue to the sword here. The slight blue. And then very muddy texture down here. Obviously, whenever you have a witch hunter, it's always going to be muddy for some reason. That's the aesthetic, you know. Kind of grungy dark. I kind of like this slight green here on the side. Kind of this algae, kind of moss coloring there. Is this Terrain Reaper as well? Yeah, I believe it is. Yeah, these are the gate graveyard, the graveyard gate, and then I believe the tombstones are its own individual piece as well. The Dusk Warden is also ours, the Dusk Warden mouseling. I also like that you have the skulls kind of glowing blue, or it's kind of like a patina effect there. But you have this one there, and then this one right there. So slight runes as well, kind of highlighting right there. You think it's from the big crypt? Yeah, it could be. It's from one of them. Here, let's find out. Let's type in graveyard. Yeah, there it is. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. The Graveyard Fence Gate, 77527. Right there. Bonk. Yep, that's it. And then next, it says, this is first place, Adventuring Party. I don't see second place here. Oh, it didn't show up. But first place is Lars M. What was the name of it? It was called Better Than New. Better Than New. And so we have obviously the Reaper robot down here. Actually, I don't think that's ours. We have one very similar. But this is ours. Boop. This might be the top part. The top part might be ours. Lars, I don't know if Lars is in chat, but I think this top piece is something that is ours, but the bottom is not. I don't know. I love the story of this one. Oh, I don't have the story. I have to go look it up, my fuzzy kitty. So if you go to the forums and look this up, you can look at the story behind it. Those are our tombstones, JJ. I kind of like this kind of like cottagey, like steampunky cottage, like with this kind of cottage aesthetic with the stone and everything like that, obviously with the moss and the shingles and everything, but it has like these, you see this pipe coming out and then like the kind of the gears and the kind of metal sheeting. It's kind of cool. I kind of like that kind of like Black Forest, German, like mechanic, steampunk cottage core. The Dogfather? No, I think you were a random draw for diorama, I believe. Let me check. Yeah, random draw The Dogfather. Actually, you might have won something. I don't know. You might want to contact Pochi on the forums. I don't know if the random draw wins anything. They might. All right, next category. We have non-Reaper, no prize support. Oh, I guess you do get prizes for diorama. So we have second place. Let's see, make sure I get this right. Yeah. So this is the Book Dragon from Clavicus. Non-Reaper. This is non-Reaper, but this is the Book Dragon from Clavicus. This is cute. This kind of reminds me of the Apprentice that we have coming up in Bone 6. That Christine Van Patten did. The Book Dragon. It's just something funny about a big old dragon holding a book. But yeah, cool scale textures too. Look at that. How hard is this to do? Obviously, guys, chat. You guys know I'm not a painter, so. But is it just obviously once the scale is done, do you do the white marks at the end, like this kind of striped pattern at the end on top of everything, to kind of give it that flow and that shaping? The wings are very interesting. Who is this, Clavicus? The wings are so interesting to me. They look I don't know what the word is. It's interesting. Yeah, smaller Sam. Are you coming to ReaperCon this year, Sam? Also like the dark to the tip there, light from the horns here. Very, very aesthetic. The eyes look really good too. Look at this. Look at those eyes. The eyes really good on that. Shout out to Clavicus. And then we have Jean from Auburn. Is this Bayonetta? Is this from Bayonetta? Yeah, it is. It looks like they got a figurine and then repainted it, maybe? From Bayonetta. Nice, cool. I like the jewel here and the gun. I played Bayonetta 1 for like a little bit, so I'm not really too caught up on my Bayonetta lore, but I like the costume. Good use of reds, obviously, different highlighting and things like that of the reds. Ooh. I know Anne really likes to, she used to get statues, like the Overwatch statues, and repaint them. Let's see if is there any more categories. That was it. So shout out to everybody from the forums contest. Let's see what's going on the Reaper Discord, shall we? Let's see. Oh, what do you guys think of these? How are these working? I think these seem to be going great. So, for anybody that doesn't know, we started the new groups for 2023, and I started a new forum section for the groups. So, before we had to use all of the same channel to kind of break the groups out, but now we can post it here, and this is good for quarterly groups, duos and trios, and things like that. So, I think it works much better in my opinion. Also, you can like change the view up. I don't really like using the other view though, like this one. I don't really like this view that much. I think the other one just because it looks a little bit more like Reddit and stuff, so it's a lot easier to read. These remind me of like Post-it notes, like Post-it board notes here. Yeah. I have so many notifications. Yeah. So a lot of these I don't really pay attention to, like a lot of these. Sorry, I'm still getting used to the green screen. So a lot of these I don't really like super pay attention to. They're not like super important. It's just things that I'm kind of like insularly like into. Like I have folders for video games that I play and like hobby stuff, work folder from other Reaper, like other miniature discords and things like that. So I go through and I clear them, don't worry. Yeah. Let's see, go back to list view. So I like the new group section for anybody that's looking for groups for the Reaper Challenge League. Here, I'll go show you guys the new submissions, just to show you guys kind of what we're doing with the new submissions. So this is kind of what it looks like. So as you can see, I have January, and then you can see everybody that I have check marked off. Let me scroll down so you can see more. But look, who is this? Deathly. Look, Deathly is almost finished. They have 2 more. They're probably already done with them. If Deathly is finished, they might be the first one. I think it might be Male Drake. Male Drake might be the first one to finish January all the way, like completely. So the cool thing with this is though, is that I have different point values assigned to all the different check marks. So for instance, you can see Male Drake right here. He has 33 points, but every time I check mark one of these, it adds the points to the total. And then I'll take those total and I'll add them to the Discord at the end. But that's just kind of that's the new system that we're using, and I just wanted to show it off because I'm proud of it. All right, you guys want to see a sneak peek of, oh no, I deleted all the events. I deleted all the events for ReaperCon, so you guys can't really see what it's going to look like. I'll close this off. Let's see, who's still streaming? But so I had a bunch of test things for ReaperCon back-end testing, but I had to delete them all to make space to start actually building ReaperCon. I just got all the stuff built so I could start testing it. Finally, John loved the hot hand stance. Hey, Mac Attack. You're like so far behind. The fact that Ron is an Amaranth fan makes me smile. Yeah. There's me with my 0. Oh, you're 0. You're 0 points for RCL. Yeah, it feels like chat might be. Spoopy Kit? Spoopy Kit. We'll have to look them up. Are you building ReaperCon with your bare hands? Basically. So I've been working on the back end of it, getting everything kind of set up. Gonna start emailing teachers and getting teachers set up, and then obviously open it up for vendors, and then class submissions. I'm very excited for everybody to see the new kind of system that we're using this year. For me, it's really intuitive to use, and I like it for how it's presented and how it looks. All the information, being able to disseminate news, all that stuff. Somebody said raid Spoopy Kit. Are they painting? What are they doing? What are they doing? Let's go find out. Is it Spoopy Kit with 2 Ks or 2 Ts? Oh, they're doing. Okay, it's another Amaranth. I see what you did there. You almost got me. You almost got me. Who said that? Mac Attack said it. Mac Attack said it. We will likely raid either Kana, Epic Duck. Yeah, one of those two probably. Kana or Epic Duck. But we'll see. Hypnotoad. What are they doing, Cranky Dog? What is Hypnotoad doing? You almost got me. Does anybody have any plans for the weekend? Any plans? Justin, you got plans for this weekend? What are you doing?
Chores. I think. And there was something else going on. I don't remember what it was.
Super Bowl's coming up? Right.
Yes. Well, after this weekend, yes. Oh, I'm going to watch the Eagles completely roll over the 49ers this weekend.
Ah, there you go. That's a good one.
I'm going to watch that.
Cranky Dog says they may have a game of Twilight Imperium. My God. My hat's off to you, sir. That game is too long for me. Watching playoff footballs, go Eagles, the Dogfather says. Yeah, that's very true. But yeah, I don't really have anything planned this weekend either. Just playing some games and chilling out. Next week we have ReaperLive. I would expect a lot of stuff with the new building. They're started putting the new building up, so you'll probably see a bunch of photos and videos. I kind of want to do a presentation like this for ReaperLive next week of some kind. I don't know, maybe showing off the new 3D prints or something. I'm sure we could do something in like the middle of the show or something. We could utilize it in some way. We'll see. But I like it. I like being able to pull things up, point it out. I have a lot of control, especially with music and what's being shown. It's very nice, especially because it's right off screen here, so I can just walk up here and it's good to go. Shadow Spawn says I am a Bengals fan for the rest of the year. Shadow Spawn.
I mean,
Yeah.
to be fair, that's who I'm actually pulling for. I'm pretty sure the Eagles are going to make it to the Super Bowl, but I can only hope at that point that they lose miserably to the Bengals.
To the Bengals. I'm a Vikings fan.
You know, oh man, I'm sorry, John.
Oh, I didn't realize. I forgot. Sorry, chat. I forgot about the forever lag. You'll start to see some Bones 6 Bones USA models that are going to be coming out. I started making the molds yesterday, so we should have the first production shots of those next week. And we had a meeting about we had a meeting about Bones 6 and what models were going to be made and what. So we started the preliminary sorting of what's going to be made in Bones Classic, Bones Black, Bones USA, things like that. So you should start to see definitive answers about what models are going to be made in what material for the Kickstarter. And I'm trying to get prints and stuff printed out so we can start showing off Bones 6 models as well. So I know Ron has a few on his desk, such as the Fairy Dragon, the giant Crawdad, the giant lobster, and the Denizens thing. There's a lot more on his desk, but I kind of want to print one of each out. Even if I have to use my printer, I'll probably use my printer in my office and start printing them out, so that way we can start showing them off throughout the year and like showing you guys what they're going to look like. Get the lighthouse printed, things like that. So I think there's going to be a lot of cool stuff coming up, especially once now we're starting to actually decide what things are going to be made in what materials. Who's taking over Ed's role at Reaper? Mac Attack, that's a good question. From what I've been told is that Dave and Ron are splitting his duties. So no one's really taking over Ed's position. It's just kind of his workload is getting disseminated between Ron and Dave. So they're kind of working together to do things and sharing the burden, Atlas. Could raid Let's Suffer Together? What are they doing, Taterness? What are they doing? Are the Bone 6 going to be mailed out on schedule? I can't remember what the actual scheduled date is. And I don't really have an answer for you at the moment, but I don't see any like super delays or anything. Unlike, Bones 1 was the worst delayed. We had no idea what we were doing, and it was horrible. But we've learned every Kickstarter. We're just going to try to not have a repeat of Bones 5.5. That is our main goal, obviously. We don't want that to ever happen again, so that's going to be kind of our main focus. All right. Share the load. I think we're going to be rating Epic Duck. I think we're going to be rating Epic Duck, old Mr. Cousins. So ask him if he's teaching at ReaperCon when we rate him. I don't know if he is or not. Tell him that, obviously we're going to be sending out applications and stuff. We're going to be opening up teacher submissions here relatively soon, shortly after the hotels go live. So that way we can start getting the teachers locked in and things like that. When will the bone? I'm trying to get Ron and Dave to talk about that. Trust me, if I could talk about it right now, I could.
And what are the concerns exactly? I don't remember.
People are scared of 3D printing. Like, they're fragile, things like that. Things that I covered at the beginning of the episode. So Iridest, if you go back and watch the beginning of this episode, I talked about, here, I have them right here. So next month's promo is right here. She is Marina the Overladen. And then we have this guy coming out in March. He's the Goblin henchman. But Marina here. And obviously, I dropped this at least 15 times from this height. And I even threw them up in the air. And they're really sturdy. I think they're on par, if not a little bit sturdier than Bones USA, the current Bones USA that we have. When do hotels go live? Dogfather says. They should be going live, I don't remember the exact date, but end of January. We'll announce all that stuff next week. So look towards the end of January, which is sometime next week. So I'm waiting for Ron to tell me a date. So I'm just waiting on him. They'll be going live soon. Yes, there are too many unknowns about 3D. Yes, I agree. I agree. Should have done a video like we did with Bones 1.
The concerns are valid. We understand that. We're not disregarding it or dismissing it in any way.
Yeah. It's just...
To John's point, he tossed that mini around, and he's going to toss a lot more around.
Yeah.
And there will be lots of... we'll do testing for sure.
Yeah. Well, obviously, can you put paint straight on them? All the normal tests. How does it file? All that stuff. We've been testing that for a while. Yeah. It's just... and, obviously the main concerns are the fragility. Because most people, when they hear 3D prints, they think of the Etsy farms and the big mass 3D printing and the home printers that cost anywhere from $300 to $1,000 that you can get at home. And then obviously you can get the bigger printers, but we have industrial printers.
These are incredibly nice printers.
They're so nice.
They're probably, I don't think I've ever been in a room with nicer 3D printers, let's put it that way.
Yes, and we have quite a bit of them. We're about to get some new ones as well. It was kind of Ed's vision. Obviously, when we talk about this on Reaper Live, Ed's kind of next stage and next vision of things that he wanted to do for production. Because as you guys know, the Bones USA and COcast and things like that, it's very prohibitive about the mold size, like how big the molds can be and the thickness of the models and things like that. But with 3D printing, it's going to allow us to make bigger models here for us. For instance, that big dragon that we showed you earlier, a Ganzerax, we'll be able to make that one, obviously, here. And it'll be a lot nicer for us to be able to make things here. That's always been our goal.
You know what, Quindy? We're going to have to 3D print some otters since you got rid of the last ones.
Yeah. Quindy, the otter killer.
Yeah. The otter
slayer. Shame. All right, well, another successful week with testing. I like this new setup. Expect a lot more things coming later with this setup, I believe, especially if we can get it functioning to where you can spin channel points to put random stuff up behind me using a bot somehow. I've been working on that and looking at it. I think it's going to work. Kind of fun. Obviously, have you guys ever watched Whose Line Is It Anyway? Where he goes out to the green screen and he doesn't know what's behind him, and he has to try to guess. That way chat can say stuff and try to let me guess what's behind me. Bring back marbles? I think marbles would look good in this setup.
I agree.
So it's entirely possible we can bring marbles back. So
yep,
it's entirely possible. There we go.
All
right, let's raid Mike.
Mike?
I got it.
Art of Mike Disney or something else?
No. It's his name's... I got it. Epic Duck Studios. There we go. I got it started. Hey, look, we're paused on our screen.
Oh, you initiated it. Okay.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, good, because I can't send it beyond this point, so good.
Yeah.
Thank you folks very much for hanging out with us, as always.
See y'all next week.
You guys are great. Hopefully your weekend gets better, Dogfather, with the kennel cough. That does suck. Obviously, it's really a bad time. But as John shadow boxes himself. Okay, all right. We'll go out on that, folks. Thank you very much. Send us out, John. John, you have to raid. I can't.
Oh, I can't? Oh, I have to do it? Okay.
Yeah, I can't.
I got
don't have
it.
control.
All right, bye, guys.